Hello, my name is Troy Sankis, and today I'll be telling you all about the life and death of great Chicago legend Benji Wilson. Benji grew up on the south side of Chicago in the Chatham neighborhood to two loving parents and a younger and older brother. Benji attended Simeon High School. There he helped lead the Wolverines to their first ever state title. During his freshman year, Benji was not able to play for the team. However, during his sophomore year, he played JV and was a great point guard, showcasing his passing skills and his scoring. And during that summer, Benji skyrocketed up to 6'7", and starting off on only 6'1", going up to 6'7", with passing skills already, Benji was a force to be reckoned with. Nicknamed Magic Johnson with a jump shot, to the point Magic Johnson even called the family to have a couple one-on-ones with Benji, which at a time like this was a big deal for a guy like Magic Johnson, who was already in the league playing with the Lakers. Benji, during his junior year, helped lead Simeon to the 32-1 record and win their first ever state title. With a 6'7" frame and already being a great scorer and passer with point guard abilities, with his 6'7" frame and a 7'3" wingspan, Benji's explosiveness was not to be messed with when he was on the court. He was destroying players left and right. During this time, Benji was invited to an invite-only camp with the top prospects in the nation. And during that week-long camp, at the end of it, Benji was the top player. With this top player spot, he was the #1 ranked one, not just in Chicago, not just in Illinois, but in the whole nation. With this #1 rank, Benji was looking to have a great senior season, with even having offers from DePaul at the time, Illinois, and also Indiana. However, this is when things take a dark turn. During his summer and senior season, beginning of it, Benji and his girlfriend at the time had arguments constantly over the singing of his son. Benji was not allowed to see his son Brandon as much as he would like to. So before the first game, Benji decides to skip lunch and go see his girlfriend and talk about their son. However, this is when things take a tragic turn for the worse. Benji, while talking to his girlfriend, bumped into a guy, and these two guys exchanged words, and next thing you know, 2 gunshots were let off that hit Benji in his abdomen and his lung, and Benji was taken to the hospital, rushed there by his coaches. However, going up to the hospital, they were not ready to treat Benji's gunshot wounds, and he died because of loss of blood. Everybody rushed up to the hospital to see Benji, from friends, teammates, and coaches. Even to the point that his brother said while he was in his library class, he heard the words, "I got shot, I got shot, I got shot." And he was like, this doesn't sound right. This sounds like it could be Benji. And it was weird because he was in a class that was dead silent, but he remembers hearing those words in his head over and over again. So getting called out to class by his mom, he later found out that what he heard in his head was right and the superstition was indeed real, hearing that his brother actually did get shot. To the point that his little brother at the time went to the doctor and said, "Can I see my brother one more time? Like I can make him better." Recalls touching Benji's feet and realizing they were ice cold at the time, realizing that Benji was dead. It's the point that even his former teammate Nick Anderson, who played for the Magic during later time, and another couple of teammates went and climbed up over a fire escape and seeing Benji's lifeless body. The aftermath of Benji's death sparked a wide rage in not just the city but the nation, to the point that the president even called Benji Wilson's family to offer his condolences, and they had Reggie Jackson perform their eulogy. Benji's number 25 is remembered in Chicago, and not just in Chicago, but in the whole nation because of Nick Anderson. And when Nick Anderson went to the league, he always wore 25. Even putting in his contract that he had to wear 25, because it wasn't just for him, it was for Benji as well. But wearing 25 in Simeon is another deal. It's a big deal at that. Only the best players in the next, only the best players in Simeon wear number 25. Guys like Derrick Rose put that number on and was helping Simeon win a state title. Derrick Rose, as we know, 2008 Chicago Bulls #1 draft pick. So that just shows you the hierarchy and the tier of how good you have to be to wear 25. However, nowadays, around 2012, the number 25 retired finally by Benji's friends, family, and the school of Simeon. Benji touched the lives of everybody he came in contact with and was a great player and great individual. However, his story was cut short, and now we're just full of what-if questions. Beating Magic Johnson with a jump shot at that time was legendary, with Magic Johnson already being a great player, but his only one lack was a jump shot. And Benji coming in at 6'7" with that one flaw Magic Johnson had, but improved on it, he was going said to be one of the best players in the NBA, even to have a long career. So now we could just question the what-if story on Benji Wilson. I hope I was able to give you all a good insight on Benji's life, and I hope you all will do some research on your own and be able to see how great Benji was, just as a player on the court, but off the court as well. Thank you. My name is Troy Sankis.